Hello, good afternoon. This is Justine Calderwood with the Healing Spot Physical Therapy, and today I'm going to be talking about some tips for when you're traveling and you're in pain. So we have the holidays coming up, and I know people travel for the holidays to go see family and friends. And so whether you're going by airplane or you're taking a long road trip or maybe even just a shorter road trip or even taking the train, here's some tips that you can use if you're in pain, okay? So I have some self-treatment tools that we're gonna talk about briefly on how these can be used like when you're actually traveling, but also a little bit about, once you get to your destination, make sure you're using them. So pay attention to your body and take care of yourself, even when you're traveling and even when you're visiting with loved ones. It's still important if you are suffering from pain to take care of yourself, okay? So just some general tips that I have, when I've been traveling in the airport, a really good thing, if you can do it, is to not, when you get to your gate, if you have some time, go ahead and walk around and be more mobile, because you're going to be sitting in that cramped space. So there's no need, to sit at the gate and just sit and, wait. Okay, so taking a walk, if that is something that doesn't cause you more pain. I've even been known, honestly, to lie down and even stretch out a little bit or sit on the floor at the airport. Hi Sonia, and stretch out if I need to. Take a towel if you want, or a blanket that you don't mind getting dirty, but that's a really good idea to take care of yourself even when you're traveling. And then on the airplane, what I like to do is I like to use a little soft inflatable ball. I give one of these to every one of my patients, and I put this in my carry-on bag. So I use it to lean up against. I'm going to move my chair forward here. This isn't tall enough, like when you're in either a car seat or when you're in the airport or on the train, your seat's going to be a little bit taller. So you can use this ball and put it back behind you. Really anywhere that you're feeling tender or tense, behind your back. I've even had people sit on the ball, up underneath one of the buttocks, or your leg or whatever. So it's a really good way to kind of lean up against and give yourself a little bit of support between the shoulder blades or behind the neck, okay? That can also be used when you're on a long road trip. I oftentimes keep one in my car in the middle console, so that way I can use it whether I'm driving or whether I'm riding, okay? Just make sure that you can still pay attention if you're the driver. Let's see. Another good tool is this cranial cradle. So this is just, it's kind of like dense foam, but it's got some give to it. And I like it because of these little nodules that it has. So this is another good way to just support like into your neck, and you can lean up. It's got a flat side, so this can rest up against a seat, and you can put the little nodules just at your neck. You can go anywhere along your spine. The amazing thing about this is there's a little bit of space there. I don't know if you can tell, but you can put these little nodules just along your spine so that your spine is in between and you're just on the muscles on either part of your spine. So, you can use this down along your spine and even your low back. So play with it, because one way feels a little bit more supportive than the other way. So you can just kind of turn it, okay? So that's another great little tool that I recommend, whether you're on a road, long road trip or traveling by airplane. Let's see, this little foam roller. So this is just a travel foam roller I got at a sporting goods store. So, if you're familiar with foam rollers, they can be used. I like to use them not to roll out muscles, because that can compress the fascia, the soft connective tissue, but I like to use them to kind of drape my body over. So this is a good one that you can just put right in your luggage, okay, and you can take it with you. So you can lie down on the floor and use this. You can do this sitting up as well. You can kind of angle it into your neck. You can use it as a little bit of a lumbar support for your back, into your legs or whatever. This is a really good way to even lie on top of it, so it's along your spine, and you can lie on top of it face up, okay? So great little tool, and it was pretty inexpensive as well. Let's see. The other thing I was going to talk about is the sacro wedgie. So this is a good tool. If you have those bucket seats in your car, this can be a good way to just create more of an even space for your for your bottom to sit on. They make a male version and a female version, so you can see they're blue and they're pink. So you can actually sit on this, okay? And you know, that you can just support this up underneath your bottom, and you can then have more of a level surface. Another trick that I do, because we travel back to Iowa a couple times a year, and so long road trips, 15 hours is not uncommon for us. And I have found even just using like a rolled up towel or blanket, when I'm driving, I will actually put it back behind my neck, because you should actually have your headrest so it's supportive right behind your head, just in case you do get in an accident, that's going to prevent you from having as much of a whiplash injury. So you want that headrest behind you, but for me, I don't have any support in my neck between the headrest and that. So I will actually take something and create just a little bit of space, okay, or fill that space so that I am a little more supported, okay? So of course you want to make sure that you can still you know, pay attention to driving. This is really easy when you're the passenger though. This is also can be used for lumbar support, okay? So that you're not just sinking down in, so that you're keeping that natural curve in your low back. I've also been known to actually put it in my seat. Again, if you have those bucket seats, you can put it down. This would be a little thick, but you know, just to create that space, fill that space in, okay? Let's see. The other thing I tell patients when they, like say you have a back injury or a neck injury, you know, get in the back seat. If you have the space, get in the back seat and lie down and take advantage of that space where you can actually, you know, get out and do a little bit of stretching, or recline your seat back, okay? And then also just make sure you're taking plenty of breaks, okay? When you get out to get gas or get lunch or anything like that, make sure you're walking around, you know, do a few stretches, do some breathing, get some fresh air. That can do wonders for pain. And then the last thing I was going to say is just, you know, using something like some pain relief cream. I love this Cool Azul pain relief cream. It's made with therapeutic grade essential oil, Cool Azul, as well as deep relief. So using that for some minor aches and pains and muscular support. So, and then again, just a reminder, once you get to where you're going, make sure that you're taking time to take care of you, okay? It's okay to, you know, to do some exercise, to do some yoga, to do your self-treatment, so that way you're taking care of yourself and you can be more present with your family and your friends. So that's all that I have for today. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And thank you, Sonia, for watching. And if you want to reach out, I'm going to be actually sharing some more tips this week, so keep tuned to Facebook and Instagram for that. Okay? Bye-bye.